So this is yesterday's trade. I'm recording this webinar the day after. This was on June 9th. It was a Monday. And basically this was the NASDAQ setup that I saw. So right here, this was right here, what, 7:30 in the morning when I woke up. Around that time I woke up, I saw 3 MAs was underneath price. Price was uptrending right here, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Right here, I saw price created this high, came down a little bit, and then boosted up, breaking structure. Right, so right there, I already drew a demand zone, and it's a support area right here as well, because price is above, right? Broke structure, and eventually we're hoping for it to come back down, hit the demand zone or support zone to then continue the trend back up. So that's what I did. We just waited. Once I saw this setup and drew my demand, we just waited to see what would happen. After that, I saw price finally touch my zone and it began to reject, but it wasn't fully ready for entry yet. Didn't give me an entry confirmation. Here, after this candle, once I saw this, now that was giving me an entry confirmation, especially since the candle broke the 13 MA, right? It rejected, it came down, rejected off the zone, and closed bullish, breaking the 13 MA. That is also making it a 3 MA setup, a 3 MA break, which could be another trade that you could potentially catch, or another entry form of getting in the trade, right? From there, I got in, and price basically was just consolidating in that whole zone. Didn't want to go nowhere. Eventually went to a little bit into price, then a little bit into profit, then went back into drawdown, hit my zone again, rejected of the zone, went back into profit, and it's just consolidating like crazy. Most of the time, once I see that, okay, I got in a trade and I see price that is consolidating or is taking too long to either hit stop loss or take profit, most of the time that I already know that, okay, this trade might be a loss. Because usually once I enter trades, price starts already pushing either towards take profit or stop loss. I'm not gonna be in the trade for this amount of consolidation that's happening like right now, and price is not trending or breaking out one way or the other. So right off the back, since I already knew, okay, price is taking a little bit too long to either push up or push down, break any structure and continue the trend. So I already knew, okay, right off the back, this might be a losing trade. And then over here, we got 9:30 almost about to come open, which is the New York Stock Exchange. And once that opens, price tends to be very volatile and either peaks up and and we would have made some profit, or it peaks down and we would have lost. So I was trying to close out before that time, but since price was just playing around consolidating, I stayed holding. And then after that, price was just consolidating, giving me a lot of rejections to the upside. I should have honestly closed earlier, but I stayed holding. And then once the New York Stock Exchange came, price just tanked, right? And there we just took the loss. Screw it. And at the end of the day, you're gonna get setups like this too, where everything is gonna look perfect. Everything is gonna have all the confirmations, right? We have a break of structure. We have price trending up. We have a demand zone right here. We got a support right here as well. So we had all the confirmations. 3 MAs was underneath, right, showing us that momentum is pushing up. We had all the confirmations, and still the trade end up being a loss, which is normal. It's gonna happen. You're not gonna win every trade, and even if all the confirmations are there, it does not mean that it's going to be a winning trade. So that's why you gotta have a solid risk management play. Like have your solid daily risk that you're gonna risk for the day. So like that, you're not over leveraging once you go into your trade, or over risking. Let's say if this trade end up being a loss, and then I lost half my account because I didn't, leverage the right way. But yeah, this was a losing day on Monday. Everything was, the confirmations were there. I saw my strategy. I got in. I followed my whole trading plan. Um, Price was just consolidating, and it ended up being a losing trade. All good. I lost about like $300 in this trade. I was normally risking a little, like what, like 260, 250, but I ended up losing a little bit more because I over leveraged a tiny bit because I was feeling more confident in this setup since everything, all the confirmations were there. But it turns out to be a loss anyway. So it's cool. It happens, and we just come back tomorrow and do the same thing. We look for the same setups. And if you have noticed too, all the other trades that I've taken, or all the other webinars that I've posted, all the setups look the same, right? 3MAs are underneath or above price. Price is either trending previously, and we got to break a structure. We got price pulling back to the demand or supply zone, rejecting, and giving us our entry confirmation candle, right? So it's literally the same thing, just rinse and repeat in a different day, right? So today we're just a loss on this day, which is Monday, and that was it. Nothing you could do about it. Just got off the charts and continue waiting for the next day, and we're gonna do the same thing, rinse and repeat, and we're not gonna change nothing, and that's it. That was Monday's trade breakdown, even though I'm a day late, but that was Monday's trade breakdown, and that was it. It was a loss, but it was a lesson learned, you know, and it's gonna happen because you're not gonna win every trade. So once you get losses, you follow everything and you get a loss, just gotta continue on with the next day and keep doing the same thing. Don't change nothing, because eventually not all the trades are gonna win, and some will lose. And eventually, if you have a good risk to reward and a good risk management, right, you should always be at break even or in profit. It don't matter how many trades you lose. If you have a good risk to reward and risk management, if you lose 7 trades but you win only 3 out of 10 trades that you take, you lose 7 but you win 3, you should still be at break even or in profit. So that's that.